A shocking development is unfolding for pensioners across the UK, as new revelations bring to light an alarming rise in tax demands from HMRC. A staggering 1.32 million simple assessments have been dispatched for the 2023-24 tax year, marking a jaw-dropping 74% increase from the 757,745 assessments issued the previous year. This isn't just a minor uptick, it represents the highest number ever recorded, more than double the annual average over the last 6 years. The implications of this surge are profound, as countless pensioners find themselves unknowingly ensnared in the tax net due to stagnant income tax thresholds. The root of this crisis lies in the government's decision to freeze income tax thresholds, a policy that has been in effect since 2022 and is slated to continue without adjustments for inflation or rising earnings until at least 2028. This freeze is particularly detrimental to pensioners, many of whom are now facing tax liabilities as their state pensions, bolstered by the triple lock mechanism, push their total income beyond the £12,570 personal allowance limit. Initially, the triple lock was seen as a boon for retirees, ensuring their pensions would rise with inflation, wage growth, or 2.5%. However, the reality is that this increase is now dragging many into taxable income territory. Adding to the confusion, state pension income is disbursed without tax deductions at the source. Consequently, retirees may not realize they owe taxes until they receive a bill from HMRC, often delivered in the form of a simple assessment. This system is designed to streamline tax collection for those not required to submit a full self-assessment tax return, enabling HMRC to calculate and demand owed amounts directly. Unfortunately, for many pensioners, receiving such a notice can be a bewildering and alarming experience, particularly if they believe their income levels were too low to incur tax. Steve Webb, a former pensions minister and now a partner at pension consultancy LCP, has expressed deep concern about this situation, noting that a significant number of pensioners are now facing unexpected tax demands. He highlighted that many retired individuals on modest incomes had hoped their days of dealing with HMRC were behind them. Yet, the long-standing freeze in tax thresholds has drastically altered that expectation. Although most pensioners may not need to file full tax returns, receiving sudden tax demands from HMRC is increasingly common and often arrives without prior warning. The frustration doesn't end there. Pensioners frequently struggle to obtain clear information from HMRC, facing notoriously long wait times when calling customer service and encountering challenges navigating online systems. For those with limited internet access or digital skills, resolving tax issues can feel utterly overwhelming. John Greer, head of retirement policy at Quilter, pointed out that this situation exemplifies fiscal drag, where individuals are pushed into higher tax brackets due to inflation and frozen thresholds, rather than actual income increases. Many retirees are, unknowingly, sleepwalking into the tax system, only to be jolted awake by an unexpected bill. Looking back at historical data, the escalation of this problem is evident. In the 2017-18 tax year, HMRC issued 486,340 simple assessments. That figure rose to 711,390 in the following year, dipped slightly in subsequent years, but then began to climb sharply again. The current figure of 1.32 million for 2023-24 paints a stark picture of a system under strain, leaving retirees increasingly exposed to financial shocks. The trend shows no signs of abating. As long as the government maintains frozen tax thresholds while state pension payments continue to rise, this tax trap will ensnare more pensioners. In defense of the policy, the Treasury claims that simple assessments provide an efficient method for collecting taxes owed without requiring full tax returns. However, critics argue that the process is confusing and unfair, particularly for those caught off guard. Many pensioners struggle to comprehend how their income has suddenly triggered tax liabilities, and the lack of transparent communication only exacerbates the situation. For instance, a retiree receiving the full new state pension of around £10,600 annually, combined with a small private pension of £2,000, can easily exceed the tax threshold. Without automatic tax deductions from their state pension, they find themselves facing an unexpected demand from HMRC. Calls for reform are growing louder. Steve Webb has urged the government to undertake a comprehensive review of the system to enhance transparency and ease of navigation for pensioners. He argues that it's time to reassess the entire process, as many affected individuals have done nothing wrong. They followed the rules and expected a peaceful retirement. So, what should you do if you receive one of these unwelcome tax bills from HMRC? First and foremost, remain calm and avoid ignoring the notice. Experts advise pensioners to respond swiftly. If the bill is unclear or appears incorrect, it's crucial to reach out to HMRC directly. While it may take time to get through, Addressing the matter early is far better than allowing it to escalate. Seeking assistance from a financial advisor or pension guidance service can also provide clarity on how various income streams interact and why taxes are owed. Ignoring the letter won't make it disappear. In some cases, it could lead to additional penalties or interest charges. This situation serves as a stark reminder that even in retirement, financial literacy and tax awareness are vital. The days of assuming that a modest pension income means no tax obligations are over for many. With state pensions rising and tax thresholds stagnant, more retirees than ever are unwittingly drawn into the tax system, often without warning. That's the harsh reality millions of pensioners now face. Whether you are nearing retirement or already enjoying your pension, staying informed about your income, your tax status, and potential HMRC communication is more crucial than ever.